Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with all the resources you need to become a successful author. You can learn more about Authors Unite and join the free community at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner, and today I have Nick Gilani with us. He is the founder of the Seat Check app. So welcome to the show, Nick.
Thank you.
Of course. So we'll dive in. The first question I have for you, Nick, is what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
Well, the best story of my life is how I got the idea for my company, which is Seat Check. Me and my wife, we were standing in line at a restaurant. That's when we saw that most of the tables are 50% occupied. So we thought that why can't we join the people at the table so we don't have to wait in line? So the most valuable message I got from it is there are several problems around us. We just need to have that eye to identify it and have the courage to solve it.
Yes. And what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that is within your expertise or industry?
The most valuable piece of information is that one should do the market research before starting to work on any idea. Everyone thinks that their idea is the greatest and it will change the world, but unfortunately, that's not the same case. Most of the time, 99% of the startups fail. So I would say that it's better to do a thorough research before taking a dive into any project.
And what is your best piece of overall business advice? So not necessarily industry specific.
Yeah, but once you know that you have a great idea, for example, you test the market, there should be no looking back. Keep on working to make it better. You will still meet people who will try to bring you down, but at the same time, you need to listen to your gut and, just focus on the project.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Yeah, I wish I have that time where I can go back in time. And when I was younger, I did what everyone else was doing. Everyone was into retail businesses. So I also did that. I did not use my abilities to explore other ideas and avenues. So if I get a chance, I would tell my younger self to explore more opportunities and use my abilities to the fullest.
And in your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
I think the key to happiness is to listen to your heart and follow your instinct, be it in your personal life or business or in a relationship.
And what is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
Well, I have read several books, but my favorite book is 0 to 1, written by one of the founders of PayPal, Peter Thiel. And the best piece of advice from it is that destroy the competition, profit. So it's better to create a product that is unique and different so you can avoid that competition.
And what is your favorite quote and why?
My favorite quote is that one should work in silence and let your success speak for yourself.
Yes, I love it, man. Thank you so much for coming on. The last question I have for you before we let you go is where's the best place for people to find you online?
Well, the best way to reach me is LinkedIn. My name is Akbar Gilani and Nick Gilani. And any advice anybody needed, they can come to me and I'm happy to help them out.
Awesome, man. Thank you again for joining us. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.